And the most happiest of Monday mornings to you. I am happy to be with you for yet another week, starting of another week of your of the next week. Happy to be here for another week is what I'm saying. Happy Monday to you. Hard to get started on Monday apparently, 'cause I don't know exactly what I'm going to say. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope the weekend was well. I'm going to see if I can fix the little fuzziness in the bottom here. I get the fuzzy shirt or a fuzzy corner, I guess. One or the other. Yeah, we'll live with it. So, good morning. Welcome to your Monday morning cup of cyber. As always, kind of off to a rough start on a Monday because it is Monday. A little more illy coffee in our Montana cup, I guess. So, what's going on with you guys? What is happening out there in the cyber world? What's going on with the crew of the SS Cyber-Recon? We had a great time on Friday. If you didn't make the trivia night, you missed out. Mike Bravo, you know who you are out there, smoked the questions, man. He smoked them. 90% overall on the 4 sets of 10 questions, 40. And there was some questions out there that were set to stump most people. Pulling out old school Kevin Paulson, Grace Hopper, just even some clip trivia. Trying to see, what do you guys think either this Friday or the following Friday? Maybe we'll take a break this Friday and go the next one. I'd like to hear your comments. Throw them down below. Let me know what you think about trivia night this Friday at 7 p.m. East Coast time, or skip a week and go next Friday at 7 p.m. East Coast time. Cut up in the air. See what you guys think, what your feelings are on it. But the day, what is today? We need to have the weird trivia of the day. So today is Twilight Zone Day. So it is May 11th. This is the Twilight Zone Day. So if you're a big fan of the Twilight Zone, if you're a little fan of the Twilight Zone, if you're a fan of any kind of the Twilight Zone, it's your day. Put your best Rod Sterling impression on and welcome yourself to the Twilight Zone. So good. I kind of like having the weird day. It gives you a way to start the day. If you got something to talk about during the day, in case you get that weird awkward silence with somebody, you can always say, "Hey, it's Twilight Zone Day," and impress your coworkers with your knowledge of what day it is. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're moving your security career along. Hopefully this is helping you get where you need to go. This morning we're going to be talking about the very last thing we have to talk about in subdomain 1.2 of the Security Plus exam. We're almost finished up with domain 1, and that's a lot of stuff to cover. So this morning we're talking about disassociation. The disassociation attack for your Wi-Fi network, why people do it, what it's all about, and why would the attacker do it? How is it possible anyways? So stay with us after the little brief intro, and we'll be back with the slides, and we'll dig into this. Welcome back. I'm Jim with Cyber-Recon. If you're here, you're probably trying to learn a little bit more about your cybersecurity career, your cybersecurity knowledge, and this is the place to be. Pushing through as fast as we can through the Security Plus exam requirements one by one, hit them, running down that list, making sure we don't miss a single one, making sure that you're covered 100% with what you need to know to go in there and smash this test. I guess you don't have to go in there anymore. You can do it at home. Thanks to the COVID virus, you can do some home testing. But if you are, or if you just need to know more about cyber, share with your friends. Of course, we need you to share with your friends. Like, comment, hit the bell to be notified, and share it. Let people know. Anyways, this morning we're talking about the disassociation attack, and this is the last piece of the puzzle for what Domain 1 needs you to know about Wi-Fi attacks, right? Disassociation is usually used by the bad guy to kick someone off the network so they can do something else. So let's take a look at this thing. Let's dive in to the disassociation attack. So in this attack, the bad guy, the attacker, is going to disassociate a host from the wireless network. What they're going to do is they're going to send a deauthentication frame to the access point, removing the host from the network. And this is weird. It's from the IEEE standard, the 802.11 standard, and it's used to remove unauthorized computers from the network. You'd think that someone would have to be authorized to disassociate somebody. You think that would be like an administrator function or somebody at least logged in, to the network. But it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. So a lot of times we can go get that MAC address that's sent in the clear across the Wi-Fi network, find the host we want to disassociate, send that disassociation frame, and kick them off the network. It's poor design that makes it possible for anyone to disassociate a computer from the WAN, wireless network, the Wi-Fi LAN. It's bad design. So this type of attack is normally used as part of a bigger attack. So they use it to maybe they knock somebody off the network so they can capture the four-way handshake for the WPA or the WPA2 connection. So they can take that hash, hopefully they can capture the hash, take it offline, and do an offline brute force attack on it. They may also be using this to create a bunch of traffic for a WEP password attack. Hopefully you're not using WEP. Hopefully that's gone and crushed, but it could be the case here. And it could be an attempt to give the victim, to associate, I'll back up. It could be an attempt to get the victim to associate with an evil twin access point, or so that they can conduct a man-in-the-middle attack. So let's look at how this would look. And this is just one example of how this attack could go, right? So we've got Alice cruise along on her authorized corporate access point, her corporate Wi-Fi network, and she's just doing business like normal. So Hank is here. We don't like Hank. Hank's the hacker, and he's going to send a frame to disassociate Alice from the network. All he's got to do is capture her in the clear, her MAC address, and kick Alice off of the network. Bang, she's gone. Now, while she's down, what Hank's going to want to do is he's going to get his evil twin access point up and running at a stronger signal, closer to Alice, some way that he can be there, so that when she comes back on to associate with the network again, she associates with the evil twin access point instead of the corporate access point. And if you need to know more about the evil twin access point, we'll throw a link up there. You can read about Evil Twin and how that works, and even the rogue access point and what the difference between them two things are. So that, in a nutshell, is disassociation. That's how it's used. That's why it's used. Some reasons why it's used. There's always smart hackers out there doing good things for their side of the game. So we have to do good things for our side of the game to make sure we're ahead of them, or at least keeping pace so that we can keep them out of the network. So I'm Jim, again, from Cyber-Recon. If you haven't done it yet, hit the bell. Subscribe, be notified. You'll know when these things are going live. If you're watching Cup of Cyber, you're getting that first part of the information, that little bits of trivia, a little bit of news from what's coming out of Cyber-Recon. And if you're just watching this later, good too. Always enjoy that. folks are hanging out and watching it. So until next time, as always, be safe out there.